I came up with the idea, as cliche as it sounds, in the shower. And then I ran downstairs and I was like, yes, this can be done. A couple days later, I approached Dan.
I really wanted to have a show. Actually, I think we'd started talking about it the year before. And then we sort of ran into this problem of, yes, there's like a really interesting DIY music scene here, but it's a whole different story if we're trying to have a serious art show. There wasn't really a space where we could, like, dedicated just to artwork. So even if we were moving all of the furniture out of a space, that space was still somebody's home, like somebody was using it for something else. So I thought it was really a clever idea to make a space only dedicated to a gallery.
It's kind of like base camp. I don't know. You want to elaborate on it? I mean, it made sense.
Yeah.
Because it is the address, and
I think we just wanted to be very clear, like, where it is, and later we thought the idea of having like a series of stations, like he's saying, where, you know, if Stephen moves to Pittsburgh or Philly or someplace and starts another station, we can have basically these series eventually of like station 116, station whatever, etc.
We learned the hard way to lay concrete. We had an unnamed person give us a good chunk of money to start this up, and then I took some out of pocket as well.
I think that made it, that's probably the best part, was just we had like almost immediate support from like our buddies, and so without that we definitely would have taken way longer for us to set everything up. I was really surprised, especially in our first show, just how many people showed up. And every single person that we talked to was like, part of it was, I think they were surprised because they didn't really know it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just like, oh shit, this is a thing that's happening, and this is going to open up so many more possibilities. Just like the overall support of everyone that came.
It wasn't until when the work was installed from the first show that I actually believed anything was happening, you know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It all felt real once we like actually had the first show.
Because, you know, yeah, we'd get in here at like 9 in the morning, and, you know, part of the garage would have a section of concrete that's like this much higher than the other section, and we just walk in like, shit. Yeah, definitely detaching in some way from the institution. Of course, we are students. We will be students. Like, we're not, like, our names might always be associated with Ohio University here, but we're still making the attempt to detach ourselves from the institution. So, you know, there's a show at the Siegfried Gallery here in Siegfried Hall, and you go into it, almost always, you know, there's this bias attached to it, that there's this stigma of, okay, well, this is a student artist, right? Rather than an artist who happens to be a student. It's always a student who is an artist, you know.
I think it just allows for different opportunities that we would never have, you know, normally. Like our professors came to the second show. It was really awesome to have be able to like talk with them outside of the institution, totally separate from studios or from the school. So I think that's like the biggest thing for me.